您播报前方路况及摄像头。
Yeah, this is the S5 highway. We're leaving all the way from Malu entry and now hitting the S5 highway, and we'll be running on this excuse me, we'll be running on this highway for about 20 minutes and then give way to the inner ring outer ring road. see lots of cars every time we're hitting this highway. There are quite a lot of cars that come on the highway all the time. Today's Saturday, March the 21st, 2021. And the time now is 12 o'clock exactly, about 1 minute or a few minutes to 1 minute past 12 o'clock. And look at the highway, it's also equally jam full. And this is the S5 highway, which is the major highway linking the Jiading district to the city center. And we are hitting now the first exit. This is the first exit from Malu. The first exit is the Nanxiang exit. From here, people exit to Nanxiang. Directly right in front there is the Nanxiang subway station. And we continue straight on the S5 highway, also called in Chinese the Wujiao Gaosu. This is the entry. Do not forget that everywhere there's an exit, there's an equal entry just a few meters ahead. This is the entry from the Nanxiang town. The Nanxiang people step on the S5 from this entry here. Well, right on every highway we have a blue board like that in front, which indicates the areas that are full of traffic jam. Crossing over to Pudong district of Shanghai. Yeah, also monitors there checking for speed and checking for phone calls and non-use of safety belts and everything that is every irregularity that you find on the highway. Sorry, my driving habit is vivid. I am vivid and accurate. I don't waste time on the highways. I go. Hey, this is an exit on S20, Puncture Hub, and also the Outer Ring Road. The Outer Ring Road is, some part of this is named the S20, and some part of it, the Outer Ring Road, links right across Shanghai to the exterior districts, like the Nanhui district, the Jinshan district. It is right across and go right up to Suzhou, Jiangsu province. It's like everyone was fighting in Shanghai to get the green number plate. Actually, because in Shanghai there are lots of restrictions when driving. If you have an external number plate, we call it a YD Paizao, which is a number plate from other cities, not from Shanghai, not registered in Shanghai, but registered in other cities. There are quite a lot of restrictions. You cannot get into the city centers during some hours of the days, and as well you cannot go on the elevated highways. You can only remain in the suburbs of the town, or if you manage to get into the city center, you've got to go right on the ground streets and in the little streets around. So, but then this law is limited. It has some exceptions. Exceptions are Saturdays and Sundays. You can run on the highways on every day. Equally on weekdays from 8 o'clock, from 9:30 a.m. up to about 8 p. Up to 3 p.m. yeah, from 9:30 a.m. to 3 p.m. you can equally use the highways. But I'm hearing that there's a new law was coming out pretty soon that will block all the will increase the limitations, and there'll be no such delivery. And then if you want to drive in Shanghai and have fun, you gotta get a Shanghai number plate. But the bad news is that Shanghai number plates are much more expensive than the cars themselves. A Shanghai number plate could be about 8,000 yuan, quite a lot of money. 80,000 yuan, 80,000 yuan. And of course, they are not available at all. Sometimes they go into auctions and you can only get it if you're best bidder. So it's not that easy. I don't know how this works, but it's trying to control the traffic situation of the town, of the city. And okay. Getting slow here. I guess we don't have to hit a traffic jam today. Hope. Yeah, here we've got a split. This split is ascending onto the outer ring road. There is a split going towards the Junggong Road Tunnel, and there is a split going to the Shazhuang Road Tunnel. This goes round and comes back to this location, the Shazhuang Road Tunnel, Shanzhuang Road Tunnel, and the Junggong Road Tunnel. Since I'm going to use the fastest one, I'm going to go with the Junggong Road Tunnel. We're splitting already. Should be going that way, and there's an exit here into Jiading. And now we're rising here to the Junggong Road Tunnel direction. From here to Junggong Road Tunnel is about 9 kilometers, 9 to 10 kilometers. That's pretty fast though, but there is no traffic jam. But most often than not, this area is the traffic between here and the Namde Gaoja. It's just a little exit going to Jiading as well. We're rising now the huge elevated highway you see right there is the middle ring road, and we're rising onto the middle ring road. Here we go. It's a highly restricted ring road for car plates not registered in Shanghai. The YD Paizao. We call the Shanghai number plates the Ta Paizao. You can see right ahead how many cars are already loaded on the highway here, and I think this is always like this. It is quite difficult to pass through this particular area without hitting traffic, and quite often we just put down into our calculation. We leave our homes to go downtown, to go across town, and I'll try to find a way here. Boom, boom, boom. Fight. Boom. Here we hit traffic jam at 0 red. Let me check exactly how here is the traffic. Is it red or yellow? It's moving a little bit, which means it should probably be red. Alright, it's moving. Here, next one is called the Wrong Road Exit. The Wrong Road Exit is about 1 kilometer away. This is exiting into Pudong district, which is the border between Pudong district, Baoshan district, and Jiading district, and Baoshan district. Yeah, I'm sorry, did I say it right? Yeah. Mess that out. Break. For a reason, it's a little bit higher. You see quite a lot of cars. Okay, he cut me quick too. The traffic's not that bad today. At least we're moving. It's not like pretty stuck. It always gets a little bit messy when there's an exit. Like right now, this is the one wrong exit. You can see right there, one wrong exit. But when we go past the exit, it gets a little bit relaxed and we can go. But actually, we're going at 40 right now, so it's not a bad situation. The next exit, it's the north-south elevated highway, which is called in Chinese the Namegao. This elevated highway, it's crossing the city right across from Baoshan district and go right far south to the Minhang district. This north-south highway is also being under the north-south highway is the line 1 subway stair line, which means you could go across the city using the subway or highway or other methods of transportation. If you use a helicopter, you could also go farther. Alright, the streets are getting better. Go. Now we rise to a very high peak. here, one of the very interesting things to find in China is that the Chinese car market is quite amazing. We've got quite a lot of car brands here in China. As you can see on the highway, I'm calling names of a few of the cars that we have here in China. Right in front of me is a BYD car. It's called the Song. The BYD Song is a kind of new model which is eco-friendly. That's like an e-car. And right next to me here is Master. Master is not Chinese anyway, but you know, they had a partnership with Hainan before, and finally they produced a car called Haimas when the partnership fell out. So the Hainan company keeps producing a car with that maybe a little bit of the technology they learned from Master, and call it Haimas, which is like Hainan Master. The next one here is the Hyundai. The Hyundai is from Korea. It's a Korea product, and I see most of the cars right now using green number plates. I'll be using the green number plates to mean specifically the number plates are highly advantaged here in Shanghai. We have the Yisha exit right there, and this is called the Maxus. The Maxus produces white cars ranging from SUVs to normal saloon cars and to trucks and even to construction machines. Here is the Volkswagen. We call it in China the Dazhong. But Dazhong is having a very old popularity. It's quite popular here in China. It's like one of those first companies that partnered with Shanghai to produce cars. Like of every 10 cars in Shanghai, getting bumpy. We're slipping into the tunnel. Here is the Wuzhou area. There's a tunnel here. There is no day pass here without a traffic jam. Doesn't matter the size. I just bypassed one of my favorite cars here. It's called the BYD. It's actually not written BYD, it's written Jiading. That's the full name for BYD, the full meaning of BYD. It's one of the cars I really love because the size is quite bogus and I pretty much like big cars. And its volume, the inside, the interior is fully high-tech, and it's quite comfortable. Right in front of me is the Sunfen. Sunfen is a car company. I think the origin is from Kunshan district, Kunshan town of Shanghai, from Jiangsu province. It's risen up recently to produce. We're not sinking deep into the Handan Road Tunnel. It's the Handan Road Tunnel, and it's not a very deep tunnel, it's a pretty quick tunnel. Passing there very quick because a shorter tunnel from the Jiading Road Tunnel, which is still a couple of meters away. Someone's cutting on me. I better cut one on the left. Alright, go. Quite a famous area for shopping. You got a Bailian Mall there. Some of the very big shopping malls are located here in Wuzhou. Very much from here, it gets easy. There's never been a traffic jam from here to where I'm going ever since I started using this road 1 day ago. happy. This is a very busy exit. It's also an exit leading to a certain other half of Pudong. It's called the Mingsing exit. It also goes through to the Xiangyang Road Tunnel, and also linking to some other half of Pudong district. Now we are still going on the middle. If you're joining us live right now, do not forget we are now trying to link the Jiading district to Pudong using the fastest route possible, which is the Shanghai Middle Ring Road, the S5 highway linking up to the Shanghai Middle Ring Road, and going towards the Shanzhong, towards the Zhonggong Road Tunnel, which passes through to Pudong area. Alright, slow down when they're lighting. Bam, 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 bam. Now the race begins. No, it's never ever been. Look, this is the highway with about 1, 2, 3, 4. It's just an elevated highway in the city. Alright, we almost descending into the Zhonggong Road Tunnel, which is the main link between Pudong and Puxi. One of the main links, sorry, because crossing through the Huangpu River, we've got about 5 road tunnels and about five bridges as well. So this is quite majorly linked between the two halves of Shanghai. We're descending right now into the Zhonggong Road Tunnel. There you go. We're still descending deep into the tunnel. We haven't touched the baseline. When we touch the baseline, you hear a signal, boom, like we actually hit the base. So this is still the descent. Go right, gonna slow down, going a little faster, and boom. That's it. We touch the baseline and we start rising out of the tunnel. Boom, out of it. The first exit is called the Jiading Road exit. If I wanted to use that, I would go to the other half of the tunnel. The tunnel still has 4 lanes exit, but separated in the middle by a wall. And this is equally the fastest route to the Pudong airport from Jiading district. to the Pudong International Airport. If you arrive at Pudong International Airport and you want to get yourself to Jiading District, do not forget to use the Middle Ring Road. It's still the Middle Ring Road. It's still the Middle Ring Road. Oh. Oh, come on, man. You want to get on me? You can check out my speed and then know what to do. No, I just got to slow down. Alright, I'm going to Middle Yangao Road exit. That's exactly my own direction of flow. So I'm going to exit right here. And I'll allow you, the Middle Ring Road, keep going. Keep going. While I exit right here, we'll have a chance to have a trip to the Pudong Airport sometime, someday. And actually, this is exactly the same highway we use. We're leaving from Jiading District or somewhere from downtown, northern part of downtown. I mean the west end of downtown, or the northwestern end of downtown. We'll be hitting the Middle Ring Road if we have to go to Pudong Airport. And I'll be exiting right here to the Middle Yangao Road, which is leading me to where I am going today, and that will basically lead us to, and if you're going to the Pudong immigration, that's what handles issues with foreigners in China. You might have to exit here because it's located in Ancient Road, which is also having a crossing with Middle Yangao Road, and there's also a subway station line 9 that leads right up to that area of the town. I don't want to race with you, girl. Done. Here we go. To a ferry. This is also a new Chinese car brand, which is from Guangzhou. It's called Neon. I went to the car factory a few weeks ago and I found out the cars they're quite bogus and look good. And but they told me that all of them are e-cars actually. They don't have engines in their cars. They're totally environmental friendly cars, and there are no engines. They don't consume any gas at all. They only consume electricity. I think it's quite better to consume cars with electricity because there are quite different ways of producing electricity, and there seems to be no other way of producing powered cars by engines. With the electricity car, we could use thermal electricity. We could equally use the the hydroelectricity. There's also the power electricity with different kinds of electrical production, which makes it better and easier to use some electrical cars than the engine cars, the gas cars. But this makes me wonder what is going to happen to the oil industry. Boom, we'll stop right here. Thank you for watching. Bye.